find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Strap in. This will be a good one. Two one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play and a first throw for Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Rams had pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
And that's what fans are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go. Practice, 6. 6. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And they work this one outfield across the 45. 46 yards on the play.
As we've seen a lot, offensive coordinators will often ease their way in the drive. Many of the turnover put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember next week they have the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss. Another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. Down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Shotgun now for Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings
PI.
Here just past the 25.
They're certainly not giving much help to their defense because for the second time now, Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And it gets us to the other side of the field across the 45 before getting out. Give it 3 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Vikings. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 60. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And then they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
and it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. On second down, it's Little. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. This defense for the Vikings, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the 1st quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the 1st quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hurry!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And going to the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This will be taken by one of the up men, a very short kick.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Little. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On first down, Little. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run on first down. It's Little, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The second down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
I'm blind as fuck.
Vikings are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why don't we look at the defense? They came up with and some game well scouted, they've taken it away. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they put the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
52. Black one. Hey, close deal.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Okay,
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right.
Black ultra. Blue striker. Blue green.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Leonard Fournette on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trying.
Oh my God! Come on! Fuck!
Surprise back early in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked up 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Lewis Cine.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and I've seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He's got a man, complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Desmond Ridder
as time expires in the first half.
And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down at 12.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Again, it's Fournette. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Up the middle they go. It's Little, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Little. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Rodgers to throw for it on 4. Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. And the big line, not a whole lot, has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 49 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
On second and goal, here's the option.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Packers get a bit closer.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21.
Makes the score Vikings 42, Packers 21.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
At the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And mark him down. Close to the 30 at the 30 now. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. So from the 49 now, they'll come up with the 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette.
Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, back to Fournette. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Inside handoff down to Fournette.
And they're knocking
Just
on
run
the
it
door.
in.
There's a good one there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Given 4 yards there, it'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And he's got room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Green Bay.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And now here's another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right? He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Vikings 42. Packers 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. That one looks looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And they'll let this down inside the 30.
Every defensive stop works on limiting explosive plays. Job done so well done there.
Yeah, you talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. They'll go option to the short side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just